Our next speaker is Yufeng Luo, who will talk about the Data Vault simulation storage framework for the Einstein Toolkit.
Hello, everyone. My name is Yufeng Luo, and I would like to talk about the Data Vault and its current development progress. So we know Data Vault is a simulation storage framework for Einstein Toolkit community. I will first talk about some motivation why we would like to have a Data Vault. So we want to foster collaborations. So we know there are research groups around the US and the globe using Einstein Toolkit. So we would like to have a repository for the collaborations between research groups. We also want to help and encourage new researchers to join the community. And lastly, we also want the general public who are actually interested in the current research topic and they would just want to grab some visualization figures or they want to download some data set to play around with their local computer. Okay, and then I will talk about some infrastructures actually implemented. Einstein Data Vault is actually an open source based on Girdle. It's another open source data management platform. And the Girdle has well-documented APIs and also came with complete web interfaces, so user can easily to upload and download dataset and also do other data analysis online. And all the additional functionalities are added through plugins to the Girdle. So in that case, it's kind of simplified the process to add new features without changing too much of the code of Girdle itself. So we also build a containerized version of Docker for easy deployment. So it's very easy to deploy on different machines and different servers. And I will talk about the functionalities of Data Vault in basically two separate components. The first one will be the data storage. So the most important thing is just we want to upload and download waveforms that user generated. And we also want to search the waveform using the metadata actually specified in the NR injection infrastructure paper, LEGO format. And then we also want to download the result together as one zip file. And then we also want to create a public and private collections with access control because sometimes user might only want to access some certain private collections before they want to release their data sets to the public. So we want to give user that ability to do so. And the RESTful APIs are also available. So if you don't want to use a GUI, you can just create your own, create just API calls to the Data Vault that will be more simplified and robust. And the second part will be some user features. So we want to register and log in with third-party accounts such as GitHub and also university and research institution credentials using the CI logons. So basically, user can use their, we can then in that case to get their users info more direct and more correct information there. And we also want the administrators to enable user registration policy. So in that case, we can keep any like bot or spam out of reach our Data Vault because in that case, they will not able to log in before they actually get approved by the administrator. So lastly, we'll also want to assign member to a group and group collections. So in that case, we can foster collaborations between the same group and also share data among them. So here I actually have a small demo here. It's basically, I think you can see here's our web interface. So let me log off first. So for register and log on, you can basically use CI logons. That's basically I talk about. And then you can just basically log in or register using your university credentials. And for also you all, I think let me try using. So after login, you basically can see it's have some private and public data repositories. So you can see they have a data sets available. And if you actually search, for example, you just give it a lower limit and basically you have same all the data, you can just download it. And then you can just download one as a one zip file here. Okay. So some future implementations. So in features, we want to have a waveform visualization so user can actually see the waveforms before they actually download the And we also want to restrict the waveforms uploaded to our data vault because we want to make sure there's no spam or malware to upload it. And we also want to make sure they actually comply with the LIGO format. We also want to have a distributed storage and deployment, so multiple research groups can join together and host their data repository together. And I think that's it. So thank you for listening. If you have any feedback and comments, please let me know. Thank you.
Are there any questions? First, let's give some virtual applause. So I'm curious, how much storage do you have right now on the Data Vault?
Okay, so right now I think we're actually testing it. So I think it's around, I think 50 gigabytes because it's only a demo purpose. But we actually plan to host it on a larger server with some more storage, but that depends on like all the fundings issues.
Okay. We have a question from Abhishek. Abhishek, go ahead.
Yeah, so is this currently hosted on NCSA right now?
Yeah, exactly. So I think if you go to the Data Vault at the dev.ncsa, I can just send this through chat. So you can just go there and, since I cannot post publicly. Okay, I think I somehow cannot post public, but if you can just go ahead to folder to the Data Vault dev.ncsa, you can basically just play around with it, and actually you can do all the functionalities I mentioned above, except any like admin controls.
Okay. All right. Any other questions? All right. Thanks again, Yufeng.
Okay. Thank you.